between the words to say the words to remember. Now we're here to take control. We lose the urge. Feel it in your arms, feel it in your legs, feel it on your fingertips and feel it in your head. Just let your body go, just let your body go, just let your body go and move to the rhythm.
Hi guys, it's your girl Pro, and you know I'm back better than ever. So I wanted to start doing some advice videos because it's definitely needed, and I'm always getting questions all the time about a lot of different things. I mean, literal things, right? Like wearing my clothes or my hair and stuff like that. But I definitely get really more serious questions, and because of that I want to start doing advice videos. That way I'm helping more than just one or two people or just a handful of people, but a lot of people who may be afraid to actually ask the question, may have the question but are too afraid to ask. This video is going to be on self-confidence. So someone had DM'd me and asked me, what advice would you give to someone who may have low self-esteem or like are working towards building or growing their confidence? And this was more in reference to like physical attributes, but I wanted to really focus on why, because I do all the time get a lot of DMs that are only focusing on me physically pretty. So like I think internally I'm very pretty, and yes, on the outside I am very pretty, but I was not always confident in my physical appearance. It grew over time, but that comes last in my opinion. I had to grow confidence in a lot of different areas internally before it even came and reflected on the outside. I am so much more than my looks. I am so much more than my appearance, and other people and other women are much more than their physical appearance. But because because social media is very prominent now, this is a social media era, because it's a social media era, physical appearance seems to be the root of everything, the root of jobs, the root of your aspirations. And little girls are seeing this, older women, middle-aged women, everyone's seeing it. But it's mainly a problem for women, because in media and magazines and social media, what's put up in front of everyone is one certain look, or only a certain type of look, certain type of looks, and these looks are damn beautiful and that's it. But it's been like this for years and years and years. It's not just today, it's not just this year, it's been like this for decades and decades and decades. And over these decades it's got much better. We've had more love for plus size beauty, more love for short hair, for darker skin. We've gotten much more love for natural hair, and that is so good. But beauty is not only in the physical, it is in your mind and it is in your heart. And I think that my advice that I would give to someone who is looking for confidence or who is trying to work on building their confidence is to first reevaluate yourself and ask yourself why you feel like you don't have whatever you think you're missing. What are you looking at? What is it that you're looking towards that is your goal? And why is that your goal? Because of what? Because people tell you that should be your goal, or because you feel like that should be it because of what other people, if everything that you do or everything you want is based off in some type of way because of what other people will say or because of how other people will look at it, then you need to really reevaluate it, because then that means that you aren't really doing it for yourself. The things that I do it for myself, and I've been doing it since I was in middle school and high school, when I used to be made fun of for expressing myself in a fashion sense and verbally. The way that I expressed myself, I was always very different, or I'm trying too hard, or I'm this, or I'm that I always was being judged for. But even though I was judged for it, that's who I was. And if people didn't accept who I am, then that means that those people don't belong in my life, which is okay. With that being said, there are 3 things that I think that everyone, and this is not only for women, but it can be for men too, that people should try to do to help them work towards building a self-confidence, because I think self-confidence is also a reflection of self-love. You need to, and if you want to literally, but you need to look in the mirror and ask yourself why you feel like you're not enough for whatever it is, whether it's physical looks, whether it's a job, whether it's different things that you do day to day, every day. Ask yourself, why do you feel like you're not enough? After you ask yourself that, then you're going to reflect on those reasons, right? For example, I feel like I'm not pretty enough. Okay, why? Because when I look on social media and I see other light-skinned women, young women, I don't see what I see in the mirror. Other people see these things as beautiful. Other people see other light-skinned women on social media or in public, or who are in the public eye as beautiful, but like I don't look like them, so that means that I'm not pretty or as pretty. Evaluate. Why are these women pretty? What does pretty mean? Pretty only means physical. Does pretty mean like long hair? Does pretty mean short hair? Does pretty mean skin tone? Does pretty mean eye color? Does pretty mean body shape? What does pretty mean? After you reflect on that, you say to yourself, and these are called affirmations, what is about you that you love? You cannot create good things if you only focus on bad things. Normal to not feel perfect, which is normal to have doubts of yourself. For example, I do not feel pretty. I still love my smile and I love my hair. Because I love these things about myself, that's what makes me pretty. We have to try to not deem everything off of what we see. Pretty, there is no one definition for pretty. No one will ever look like other people. You will only look like yourself. You will only be yourself. And so you must learn to love what is about you. And sometimes it's hard if you see other things every day, all the time. I know it's hard. It is hard, but nothing great comes without struggle. And I think that these are things that people should try to do. Look in the mirror, you ask yourself, you reflect, you love yourself. And this is over time. This will not happen overnight. This will not happen in one mirror look. But it's something that will be worth it in the end. And it's something that I did for myself because it was a time where I was not as confident as I am now. But I am super confident in myself, even if I feel like nobody will like how I look. Not even too long ago, someone commented and said something to me about how I always wear Chucks or Converse, because Converse are poor people's shoe. Maybe I'm poor. I mean, who cares? I love the shoe. I think it goes great with my style. I think that it fits my style more than any other type of shoe, and I don't care how much it costs because I love it. You're not my feet. You don't have to walk these steps that I walk every day. You don't have to wear the shoes that I wear every day. You don't have to pay my bills that I have to pay every day. You don't have to do that. I do it. So worrying about what other people may say or what other people do or what other people wear will never, ever, 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 ever have an effect on me. No matter where I go in my life, I will wear and do what I want to do, regardless if people will not like it or people will judge me for it, because I have been judged every day, all the time, since I could remember. Judged for everything. I'll be judged for everything, and so will you, and people will still judge you even when you roll around in your grave. So it's better to love yourself instead of waiting for other people to love you. Try those 3 steps, and over time you will reveal your own beauty to yourself. and it will be so worth it.